Welcome back, and now it's time to head to the Emerald Grove. In this episode, we're going to further explore the Emerald Grove, find out what's going on there between the druids and the tieflings, and see if we can't talk to get Karlach's heart fixed and save some of the tieflings, and just in general be pretty nice people.
How would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
What's next? Oh, say, murder or theft?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft will be paid for painfully. 1,000 times over.
Moving ahead? Good to know.
So she says that because she robbed the Gith and stole the artifact, so she's a little worried about what Lae'zel might do. One of the reasons that we left Shadowheart and Lae'zel in the Blighted Village when we went to the Goblin Camp in the first place was to force the mysterious artifact to come into our possession so that Lae'zel and Shadowheart don't end up fighting over it. So here we have a fight with a bugbear, a single bugbear assassin. We should, in general, never take all of our characters into a combat unless we're required to. So we're only going to take the 3 fighter types. And before we get too far over, we're going to make sure that Lae'zel has bonded her weapon. So we'll take a look at the weapon bond action and cast it. And when we look, we can see it's got a little dot on it that says bound weapon. So that means when we throw it, that it'll come back to us, and Lae'zel can no longer be disarmed. So if someone casts Fear or something that would require her to drop her weapon, she won't. And if we just run up here, we're just going to interrupt this assassin.
My path be true.
And we'll sort of show off the throw build at this point in time. So we'll click the throw button. We'll choose our bound weapon.
Taking position.
And we'll do the same thing again. That's that.
Still alive.
We'll grab our main character and talk to the girl we just saved.
Things on my mind.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Oh man, a soul coin. Won't mind getting my hands on that.
Yep, she's a total junkie. We're just going to go ahead and say that we're not a devil's servant.
Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
And we'll do the persuasion option. We're just being honest, so we've got advantage. We only fail if we roll double ones.
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
Deadly! Wait till you see what I can do with that thing.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
All right, so we'll head back down.
Objective noted.
Looking ahead. One day I'll catch a break.
And further into the grove. So we've got a couple things we can do. We can check to see what the vendor's got. We want to take Karlach to talk to Damon. So we'll talk to Aaron here.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Right. He sells arrows and scrolls as well, and the occasional potion. We'll grab another potion of gaseous form. And see if there's anything else in here that we'd like. Doesn't look like it. We also have the opportunity to unload some of this junk that's eating up our inventory space, so we can get rid of these scrolls of banishment, scrolls of confusion, up until he runs out of money. And burning hands. And he doesn't have enough for black tentacles, it doesn't look like.
Sylvanus be with you.
Alright. We'll come down and see what the blacksmith is up to. Now, if you were able to save the mercenary crew, the kid here, Melly, is going to rob Barth when we come out of this door. So we'll walk inside and then walk back out. And you can see here's where he's stealing it.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
And we'll wait for the guy to come up here. He's going to start threatening the kid. And we'll talk to him.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
So we'll go ahead and say, don't dare lay a finger.
You threatening me?
And then we'll say that he's the one making threats. And we're going to be using a few charisma abilities, so if we want we can use Eagle Splendor. We don't really care about this guy, so we could use Friends if we want, or we could just chance it. So we've got a lot of inspiration, so we'll just chance this one.
You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
So the kid did in fact steal the locket, but the mercenaries are sort of made to be unlikable as well. Before we talk to Damon, we're going to validate that we've got some Infernal Iron, but that we don't have the Infernal Alloy. So we'll open up everybody's inventory, use the search, and make sure that we've got Infernal Iron, but not Alloy. So we'll go ahead and talk.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close, or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Hey, soldier. I think we picked up some of that infernal iron already. What say you? Should I give it to him?
And we'll say, absolutely.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
So we'll actually do the upgrade in Act 2.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
And we'll just go ahead and check on wares. And he's got weapons and armor if we want like any. The shield's pretty good. It adds +1 to saving throws. He might have other weapons and armor. He's got oftentimes a javelin or a spear that we can buy if we're looking for additional throwing items. I'm going to pick up the arrow of many targets. These are good and good the whole game. We'll use them a lot. So, and it's an opportunity to clear out some more of these spells that we're not going to use. All right. And we'll talk to Karlach to follow up on her quest.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
We'll just congratulate her on that.
Bring it on.
Now we are going to see that we can intervene in the struggle that Arca is having. This is the sister of the person that died when the gate was not being opened when we first ran into the grove. So we'll run over here.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
So we'll step between the crossbow and the goblin.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You! Move!
And we'll use persuasion and say it won't avenge our brother. And we could choose to use guidance or friends. We only fail this check on a 1. So in tactician and honor mode, friends is more dangerous because when it expires, if the target is still near enough to you, they'll go hostile, so they'll get upset about it. So you should not use friends except on people that you're going to immediately be far away from.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
And we'll take the bard option.
Your soft heart will be the death of us. God, you're exhausting. Fine then.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Gale will also approve, and if he was here, he'd have a little story that he'd tell us. This goblin you can start a quest with and then escort them all the way to the goblin fort. And they'll take you straight to Mintara. But we're not going to do that because we're good people. Inside of this building, there is a tiefling who's been poisoned by the hag. And we're going to heal her, but we're going to do that with an item that we find here in a little bit. Here are a couple of other of the tiefling kids that we can help that are working with Maul, the sort of gang leader. This guy will distract you while this girl tries to steal from you, and if you catch her, then you can let her go. But we don't need to do any of that because we're going to save Arabella, and we've already saved Millie. And we're also going to save the kid on the beach.
Right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
We'll talk to Arabella's parents here.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh.
So we'll ask what happened.
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
She was caught. Foolish child. Let them judge her.
So we'll tell them the druids are overreacting.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
And we'll just walk right up to the druids. They'll let us through.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance.
You, get back!
We'll just say we're not looking for trouble.
No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
The druids are not really made to be endearing. Now, before we get too much further into the grove, we're going to take a side quest and we're going to go save the kid on the beach from some harpies. And I'll end this video here and then we'll do the harpy fight in the next video. I'll see you there.